So it's been a busy week this week. The end of July here in 2023. I'm exhausted. It's Saturday afternoon, evening time, and I've just been thinking about a couple things recently having to do with the motivation of running a business. And there's something that came up about a week or so ago, I think, that I saw on TikTok, and I wanted to share that video with you. Because I think it could be very beneficial to you in just kind of piecing some things together for yourself. What's your why? Of course, maybe, providing for your family, starting something for future generations, or just, learning business in general and leveling up as you go. But this video I want to share with you. I don't even care if it gets demonetized. I don't care for the audio stuff. I want to share this video with you, and then afterwards we're going to talk about it. So let's go hop over to the video.
He wants to buy the company that disrespected him.
And that dude, I remember when I started working in this industry, I used to work for a company. This was when I was 19 years old as a gardener. One time I was mowing a lawn and one of the clients came out and said, "Hey, can you tell so-and-so," the business owner at the time? The client told me, "Can you let them know that we're gonna do this or whatever?" So I went back to that office and I saw the owner of the company there. He's an older, rich guy, right? Because he owns a business. I went up to him and I told him, "Hey, your client over there told me to tell you this." And I'm standing right in front of him, and he looks to his secretary, and then he tells the secretary, "Tell him this and that." And then the secretary looks at me and tells me whatever he told her. He didn't give me the respect to respond. He told the secretary to respond to me in front of me, like he was too good to talk to me, and I'm there as his employee, worker. And little things like that, dude, are things that just you keep them stored. And right now we're setting up a meeting with him. We're gonna try to buy his business. And yeah, dude, he didn't show me the respect to tell me. He told the secretary. It's like, dude, I'm right here telling him. He tells the secretary, and then the secretary tells me. The whole time I'm listening, and I'm like, all right, what? I'm like, all right, I left. But those things I remember.
So I did want to give a huge shout out to Danny over here on TikTok. I'll put his information down below if you want to check his stuff out. Follow him over there on TikTok. But I just thought it was really interesting to hear this story because we can use positive stuff as motivation, as fuel. We can use negative things, and in this case Danny used a pretty incredibly disrespectful moment in time. Could have forgot about it, could have just said, whatever, that guy's a jerk, oh well, gone, quit, leave, do whatever, and move on with his life. But oftentimes we're maybe more guilty of using things and having things over people, having a grudge, having hate in our heart. And I just got to tell you, it doesn't seem like Danny, at least in the video, has a whole lot of hate. It seems like he used that as okay, so this is how it's going to be. This is the real world. This is how business works. This is what one person can choose to do as a business owner, to treat his employees, to do this, to do that, whatever it may be. But I'm not going to be that guy. And I'm going to be different, and I'm going to set myself apart, and I'm going to use this as fuel. I'm going to empower myself by saying this moment in time that was so horrible, so disrespectful, so everything. It's disgusting to even hear about it. The audacity of that business owner, I don't care what kind of job it is, to disrespect him, to speak to somebody else as if he's not there. I mean, he's a ghost. I mean, that's incredibly rude. But that's the thing in life. We have these positive, these negative things that we can use as fuel if we wanted to. We can hold grudges. We can waste. In my opinion, that's a waste to hold some of these grudges or just even forget about certain things. We can use these to our advantage. And seemingly him being able to go out, hopefully go buy out that owner. And to me, whether that owner acknowledges it or maybe even remembers him, and I would assume he would at some point, but at some point that's like a, can you see me now? Huh? Can you see my signature? Can you shake my hand? Look at me in the eye? Oh, you heard me this time? It's maybe not as spiteful as maybe that could be, but we could absolutely use these types of moments. Maybe for you, for me, family, friends, different people in our lives that maybe doubt us. And the truth is that it could be more of a reflection on where they're at in life, whether they're a risk taker, maybe they're not so much of a risk taker. They think it's a concern because they wouldn't want to do it themselves, because they see only the risk, not the reward. And the truth is, life is full of risk and full of reward, and everything is a risk at some point. We have to make choices, and that's just how things go. So for us to be able to use these things as motivators, me personally, when I started my business, I had no credibility. I didn't know, of course, anything. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to find out. I'm going to persevere, and I'm going to make things happen. And so 3 years later, roughly, whatever it is now, I think I have some credibility. As far as on paper goes, I've got 59 reviews, all 5-star rated on Google. I've got 10 or 15-ish on Facebook, all 5-star rated. I've had a couple problems here or there with a couple customers that were my fault or not, and I've been able to make it right. When bad things do happen, which they will, of course, in any business or in life, how do you respond? I've tried to respond the best I could. And so proving people may be wrong, or at least putting them at ease with what they see, all the risk, and you still sticking around and keep persevering, showing the credibility, showing the proof that this isn't just a fly-by-night thing. This isn't a one-hit wonder with one season, and then you just kind of fizzle out like a lot of people do in a lot of different situations. And so we can use the good, bad, the ugly. And so my question for you is, what is your, maybe not your why, my why is for my family. I believe God directed me to start this business. I want to provide a service. I want to serve my community. I want to truly be a help, not just another dude with a truck or dump trailers or cans or whatever. But people have needs. People are, usually life events have dumpsters around them. Getting married, a death, moving, different things for different people. And so being personal with customers and stuff, that's what I like to do. So those are my why. But the fuel to get us there, to go from 0 to, I don't know, a couple years in, that maybe looks different. The fuel from nothing to something, it might look different than from something to something. Something bigger, a bigger operation, a bigger business, whatever that looks like. And I've noticed from my beginning till now that I've in some ways, not 100% whatever you want to say, but I've been able to prove myself in some of these areas. And to go from that, from now, I'm pushing forward to where I'm not just the new guy. I've been around a couple years. I'm not just trying it out and then just dropping like a hat. I mean, it's just, I'm grinding it out. I'm pursuing it. I'm persevering through these things as I'm constantly learning and growing. And I have the hunger to learn and to grow, to ask questions, to find out what questions I should even be asking. So in my picture, just summarizing a lot of these things, I believe I'm on my second chapter of the book. I'm on my second level, whatever you want to say. I don't know how many levels there are in total, but in my opinion, I feel like I've graduated from level 1 and I'm starting level 2. And for that, I think I need a new fuel, something that's going to burn brighter, hotter, whatever you want to say, to where I'm able to move forward, and I still have something pushing, driving, enticing me to run to it. I'm not running away from something. I'm not being pushed down the alleyway or pushed down the road, but I'm running towards something. And so for me, and this is maybe just an obvious thing, Daniel, everybody tries to do this, but can I be the best provider, the best service provider of dumpsters? Meeting people's needs, communication, reliability, all of these different areas. Can I be the absolute best? That doesn't mean I have the most money. It doesn't mean right now that I have the most cans. Anybody could do this. Not everybody will. Is that a target that I want to have? Is that what I want to do? And ultimately, absolutely I do. The name of my business is Helper Dumpster Rentals. I want to help people. I don't want to just give them a dumpster. I don't want to take their money and run. I truly want to be a help. I have a heart for people, and so having some credibility now, having some proof in the pudding, I want to be known in my area as the highest rated, hands down, no chance about it, the absolute best service for providing dumpsters in my area. For me, I'm past some of these other thoughts that I've had, negative and positive. And right now I'm in pursuit. Hopefully we always have a pursuit. We don't lose that, but in this second stage of my business, I'm wanting to improve my efficiencies. I'm wanting to improve the communication, the questions I ask customers, what this looks like, what the best service in providing dumpsters looks like to me is many different things. I've got plenty of time in this zone of the business, this time frame of the business, for me to grow and expand. And I'm not just talking about dumpsters, but this is a fuel that I can truly use. If you're the guy who holds their hand from A to Z, and they are put at ease, they're comforted, they understand, they know what's going on, and they feel like you're a part of their plan, that's the guy I want to be. That's the customer service. That's the helper I want to be to them. That they deserve. If they're giving me their hard-earned money, they deserve absolute, incredible service. So for you, what's your fuel? Have you had different things that have fueled you? Have you noticed that some things have maybe faded away as you have grown and proved to yourself that maybe certain people in your life or comments or different things that have happened in your business, you've proved them right, you've proved them wrong, that you've doubled down and you are growing. You are going to the next level, whatever that is for you. And do you need a new fuel? Do you need a new target? If you're not pursuing something, oftentimes we're running away from something. Use the good, the bad, the sketchy, the ugly, whatever that may be, to your advantage. Double down and move forward. I hope this has helped you. Thank you again, Danny, for letting me use this video. We can use some incredibly challenging situations, unique problems in our lives to build some crazy stuff. And I think it's a special thing when we can turn something maybe or allow something that was made to harm us or to be disrespectful or whatever that is, and to turn it into something good. For Danny, him being a business owner, for him to lead his business in a way that's not like that previous owner. For us to build upon what we've seen other people build, to do it better than them, to be different, to be special, to have a unique process. For our customers to just know, anytime I need a dumpster, anytime I have a project going on, I know a guy who's going to get the job done. I know a guy who's on my team. Like, he's already on my team. I don't have to beg him or hope that he gives any interest at all. He's already there. We can do this. You can do this. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Hopefully you have a great day today, guys. Stay safe and God bless.